You learn early on in this line of work, the dead don't speak. It's something we reassure families with. It's peaceful. He's at rest now. But truthfully, it's a rule we live by. The silence in the embalming room is sacred. It means the work is going right. No surprises, no errors, no noise. But there was one night, a widow touched her husband's forehead. Just a whisper of goodbye. And the silence broke. He was brought in late afternoon. Richard Thorne, 73, a longtime history professor at the local college. Stroke in his sleep. Peaceful, his doctor said. Nothing traumatic. His wife Helen had called us directly, said she didn't want him going to the county morgue, said she trusted us. The intake was standard. No signs of trauma, no autopsy. We got verbal confirmation of a DNR and hospice transition. I double-checked the paperwork, no red flags. He'd passed around 2:10 a.m. The paramedics had already removed the monitor leads. Hospice signed off. The body was clean, and so was the chart. Still, something felt tense when we took him in. Not with him, with her. Helen. Stoic, dry-eyed. Her voice was steady, but there was something in it. Brittle, like glass stretched too thin. She said she wanted to see him before we did the work. I told her she could. We always allow that when there's no trauma. It's dignity, closure, human decency. She asked for 5 minutes, alone. We laid him out on the cooling table, clothed, covered from the chest down. No incisions, no prep yet. Just positioning. Face slightly lifted, eyes closed. Lips lightly set with cotton. Helen came in. She didn't cry, she just stared at him for a long time. So long my assistant started to shift on his feet. Then, quietly she said, "I'm not mad anymore." It wasn't dramatic, no tears, no begging. Just a whisper, soft, tired. She placed her hand gently on his forehead, closed her eyes and held it there for maybe 10 seconds. Then she turned to leave, and as she reached the door we heard it. A voice. Low, ragged. Just one word. "I know." My assistant jumped back so fast he hit the counter behind him. Helen froze. I didn't say a word. Didn't move. Didn't breathe. The voice wasn't hers, wasn't mine, and it wasn't imagined. I know the sound of a voice coming from a human throat, living or otherwise. This one was wet, gravelly, like air forced through something heavy and still. Helen didn't look scared. She didn't even look surprised. She just nodded and walked out. Didn't say another word. My assistant Jake was pale. Dead pale. He whispered, "Tell me you heard that." I said I did. He left that night and never came back. Didn't even finish wiping down the tools. I stayed. Cleaned everything myself. I checked the body for movement, for signs of residual air release, even rigor-related diaphragm tension. Sometimes a body can make a sound, air shifting through the trachea, vocal cords catching. But Richard had been dead for nearly 18 hours. No gastric pressure, no warmth, no bloating, no fluid gurgles. And that word, "I know," wasn't a gasp, it was speech, formed, directed. It responded to her. I went through his file again. No prior tracheotomy, no post-mortem swelling, no indicators of muscle twitch or Lazarus reflex, nothing, no physiological reason for any sound to emerge, let alone that word. I told myself it was stress, auditory pareidolia, that my brain filled in what it thought it heard. But the assistant heard it too, and Helen, she wasn't surprised. That haunts me more than the voice itself. It's been years since that night. I still remember it clearly, not because of the voice, but because of what came before it. I'm not mad anymore. That's the kind of thing you say when you've carried something for too long. Regret, anger, silence, something that rots the core of a long marriage. And maybe, just maybe, he was waiting to hear it, even in death. Or maybe she needed to believe he heard it. Maybe that whisper was hers, echoing off something deeper. I don't know, but I do know this. Every now and then you get a case that shakes the rules. And ever since that day, I haven't said the dead don't speak with the same certainty. Because sometimes if the room is quiet enough, and the heart still wants to listen, they do.